are such a shit pass.
Alright, so we'll just wait for thingy now to do the teams. I've started the live stream as well. Oh shit, there's Tom and
Hey, we've hit
have...
15.
Yeah. Woo.
Even though it basically looked like the identical of the tier we had last season. Give or take a couple of people. What?
We'll have 17 mid-quali. I'm just gonna quick sending after this, sending an invite to Elsie.
Yeah. Looks like there's been a good... Yeah, there's a goal in the Premier League. Chelsea scored. Chelsea
Right.
now are done again. Oh, Liverpool's got one back as well.
Oh, nice. Well, welcome to Canada, ladies and gentlemen, for the third round of the season. Looking
Had chaos last week, so maybe we're getting more again.
Probably no Andrew. There's no Andrew as well, so we won't see that total dominance. I
Who's
don't know
take
about
his
Rain.
place?
I think it's Fight Me Now, and let me just quickly look at the other markers. It's Volcano Master. Now he is quite quick.
Yeah.
No, really quick, I should say. I've raced him in SCRL in a realistic tier. So yeah.
Fair enough. The Mercedes. Oh, that could be fun. The Mercedes should be continuing the dominance with the two people in there. You can have Olaf and Ryan are in the same team. Oh, that's gonna make it even worse.
As I see, Reed is going to be the first man out then on this Canada. And then it's followed by Arda, and then a Ferrari of Jesla. Or is it Dylan? I think it's Dylan. Yeah, it's Dylan.
It's Dylan, yeah. Who's gonna have to back off immediately because he's way too close to that Red Bull.
Yeah.
Dylan had a good race last week, albeit a little bit aggressive. Where he might be able to do the same this week, and if he does that, then he might genuinely win this race. Don't forget Arda in the other Red Bull as well, who just got absolutely shafted by the safety car period last week.
Yeah.
So
he just missed the pit box when the safety car came in. So I mean that's just down to pure unluckiness for him last weekend, and then he got shafted by other drivers.
Yeah, we might be able to see a couple of quite a few people step up today.
Yeah.
So everyone going out for their first run now. You say it reads the first one, yeah.
His first man is Bath's Destroyer. I don't know which one is that. Oh, he's invalidated already.
Yeah,
so never
had
mind
an
him.
awful turn one by the looks of it.
Yeah. So I'll go on board with Reed.
So this chicane here is going to be a nightmare. He's lucky to keep that ballad off, or that would fall over.
Yeah. That corner's going to be penalties galore, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, whenever I do Canada, that's usually the place that gets me, I know that much.
Yeah.
People not really giving each other space in the World Champion at the moment.
So Reed on his flyer, then he's going to be the first person to set the proper banker lap. Where do you expect he's going to be setting the times? For the moment here for the first man. What do you reckon?
I think qualifying was just a lot that can happen. We got Reed that's going to be setting a good time. He should be up there. If he's not going to get blocked here by the Williams.
No, it gets a bit of a slipstream instead. 1 minute
So
10.7.
1:10.7. Okay.
Did hit the wall though on the at the exit of the Wall of Champions.
I think he invalidated the lap following as well. Yep, they cut turn 1. I still think we're going to be somewhere in the region of a maybe a low 110, possibly a 1.9 for a pole here. So there's a lot that can happen, and I think that's just having a banker lap is probably the best way to go. Just try and build from there.
Yeah.
Yellow flags all over the place. So
There's
10-4. So there you go. There's my that's a banker lap, and that's a 10-4. So it looks more like the high 1.9s.
Yeah, but Arda did seem like he put in a faster first sector though. He's managed to keep this this one in, keep it a bit cleaner.
Yeah, Rain had an absolutely nightmare of a lap. 1:11.4. So had 1:11.4 as well. Yep. Actually switched to Arda. Let's see what Arda's doing. Yellow flags all over the place. The horse is having a nightmare. Oh, invalidated by Arda on the final corner.
Yeah, not very good from him at all. Tano just setting his lap now as I think that was the McLaren getting out of the way.
We're going to have 18 because LT just joined as well. And
yeah, clipped the wall, Tano, on his lap.
Yeah, him and Sohab are right beside each other at the moment. Let's have a look at Josh. Oh, one of the horses just let the Ferrari by. Ferrari, I assume that's Jesla. Let's see, Josh going round the final corner through the final chicane. Now up to the line is a 10. Oh no, it's 11 flat. The few people that's got to pick up the times here.
Yeah.
Jedler invalidated this and next lap. I can only assume he went over the inside of the final chicane. What's Bath Destroyer doing here? 11.8. It's not particularly impressive. Arda's going into the pits.
Well, this
couple
could
of
be... Well, so, I think this could be Velkaden's Masters track to get pole. I'm thinking about fighting him now though, because I feel like he's the guy who struggled a bit in full quality in Australia, and I feel like he can. I think if he doesn't do what he did.
Also, he did get a little bit screwed by the track limits and other people around him in Australia as well.
Yeah, I agree. So my dad had to cut in the room there, so I had to cut off after it.
A couple of people coming into the pits now. I'm looking at Martin, just trying to see whereabouts he's going to be. I think that's Reed that just set himself off on a lap. It's 12.1 for Martin. It's not great. 20.5 in the first sector for Callum, but Callum got round!
Oh, Callum's
gone round there.
And he had to put in the fastest first sector as well, as I quickly went on to him there. So that threw away a decent lap.
Yeah, means nothing if you can't get over the line. He's just too much on the throttle, I think, for the corner. 12.8 for a lap. It's something he's got to improve. What's Reed doing? Reed currently in the second sector. Heading toward the hairpin now. And he's 9 tenths of a second down, so I can only assume he's aborted the lap.
Yeah. People still not having a lap in. It's Tom, Fight Me Now, LZ, and Tano, Arda, and Jesler, who's now coming out the pits to start his first set of laps, and with Callum as well as
Reed's
Olaf
just
definitely
coming
can
into
find
the
some
pits.
time
Yeah.
within his
We've
lap.
got a few of the guys at the back now going out on outlaps. Tano, Jedler, fight me now. Tano, I think, just started a lap.
I mean, the huge difference here before Olaf, and this is the upside thing. He was here last season's title charger, and he was brilliant here in Canada last year, on last 2 seasons ago. But it just seems he's like they lost all that pace within on the new game. I think that's where
Yeah.
a lot of drivers struggle at as well as.
I mean, when you've got multiple races in a week, like we had last season, it
Yeah.
kind of gives you that motivation in that as well. Because he weren't exactly horrible last season. Olaf had his moments,
Yeah.
but when you go to one race a week, maybe some people lose that motivation a little bit. Oh, Tano's gone round!
Oh, that's not good for Tano, but we're going to Ryan, who got second fastest, so far to Honda 2-3. And it's still not quick enough to outmatch that Mercedes of Volcano Masters, who's going off for another lap and a fresher set of softs. Should be interesting to see then.
I keep switching to people as they go on through a corner and then proceed to spin out the chicane or something. I've got a good record of that today. Here comes Fight Me Now bot going through the final couple of corners. He keeps his car on track. Let's see. 8, 9, 10 points. There you go.
Right, this is going to be another Mercedes. This looks like it could be another Mercedes dominance here. Volcano Master and Fight Me Now.
It certainly could be. But,
unless Arda will have anything to say with it, or Reed or Ryan, because they still have the bit of pace in that car. Can they? Arda still haven't
do it
actually
as
done
well.
that. Yeah, just
He
indeed.
did last week. I'd done a lap now. He's going through the second sector up toward the second sector line and into the third sector. Aston Martin gets out of the way.
42.0, 5.4, I think. Put in the second sector. That's a great second sector. Then just needs to get the sector 3 perfect and avoid any invalidation for this Red Bull.
Well, Warwick champion is not anyone's friend, so we'll see if he can get it this time. There's no invalidation this time, and he keeps the car on track as well, even though he goes through the grass, which probably isn't the greatest way to go. 10-7.
And it's only P6 for Arda.
Just 10-5 in the
P3.
process. Yeah.
And he still has
LD
enough to go
lap.
put in a second lap, so his lap is not done yet after... Oh, he's slowing down though. Let's say, he had enough ERS to go for a second lap. Definitely push. And I don't know about fuel though.
It's fuel. I would about to say that most people only fuel for the lap, and then try and get themselves to the pit, going up for one more, which probably makes sense from here.
Yeah.
LD Albo going down to the line now. 10, 11, 8. Only enough for 12.
Not good
Nothing.
indeed for him.
About Callum, as he's going to use the Red Bull for the slipstream down the corner into the wall of champions. Again, it's a nice looking corner from him. Into the 10s, 11s, 11-9.
No, it's not good. And now he's going to have to let the Red Bull of Reed, I'm pretty sure that is, through again.
There's only 2 people without a lap so far, Tano and Tomos, and both of them invalidating their current laps, but Tano without laps, I don't think he really cared.
Yeah. Well, Reed gaining a 10th on that last sector, on the first sector. So this could be a decent lap for Reed, definitely to push him back up the orders with P4, P3. That's Volcano Master, even going quicker. Nearly 1 minute 10 on the dot. Wow.
Yeah, that's just incredible. That is a really, really good lap.
Yeah, Reed gains 2 tenths on the second sector, so this could be a P3, P4 lap for Reed. Indeed.
Given that there's still an entire sector left, or he's going through now, and It's possible he might move up to P3, maybe P2.
Yeah,
He
P3.
did the
Good lap.
10-4, there you go.
Yeah, great lap by Reed.
Tana did a 19.6, I think it was for the first sector.
19.466, yeah, for the first sector.
9.46, there you go.
Well,
41.6
41.6 now for the second sector. That's Martin. Martin is out of qualifying.
Yeah, it looked like he'd had a bit of an incident there in the second sector after that second chicane, and maybe too much throttle, maybe just a loose rear end.
And, the Aston Martin slowing up now.
Here comes Tano through the final corner. Looks
Keeps
like that
it
corner
clean.
was not the cleanest, a little bit out of sorts, but it is going to be a 10.448.
It's quick
enough
enough
for third.
It's quick enough for third, and for a man who was struggling on the first couple of laps, that's a good lap time for him. I think they're going to want to get back to the pits as quickly as possible now as we head into the 4-minute mark.
Yeah. Got to get in and out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
As long as you can get out of the pits with about 2 minutes, well, out of your garage, should I say, about 2 minutes 10 left on the clock, you should be fine for another lap. We'll see who can and can't get themselves close into. What the hell is the Red Bull doing there? I can only, yeah, that's Ada, who's gone into the grass, so his tyres are going to suffer a little bit there. So, with people on the track, so we've got Olav, who I can only assume is either going to try and load up another lap, or is in current low fuel mode and tried to drag his car back to the pits.
Yeah, I mean, I've just gone into board on Dylan. He's gone and put in a quick second sector. So this could be a better lap than he already has. This could move up to, I say, around P6 near his teammate, Jesler. I just saw on Australia, he's a bit of a... Oh.
Yeah, Olav was indeed in low fuel mode. He's gone back into the pits to try and get himself set back up for another lap.
Yeah. P7 then for Dylan.
Yeah, 10.7. That's not a bad time, but still need time to be shaved off that, and I don't think he's going to have enough for another lap.
Indeed, because he's not going to be able to get to the pits quick enough. Arda improves by 2/10, as well as...
he's a quarter of a second up through the first sector. It's enough to take him. Oh, it would be if he isn't sliding his car there.
Yeah, looks like it took a bit much too curved there. Around
we'll see where he stands at the... Oh, never mind, we won't see. He's gone round.
Actually bins
That's
it.
the end of his qualifying.
It's not good for Arda at all.
11-0 at the moment for Turbot, so see if he can do anything with it now.
Takes
Got a few people on
slow.
Out. Still some people in the pits though, and they're running very fine with the amount of time they've left themselves to get back to a lap here.
I'm riding on board with Josh. I'm going to see the Aston Martin can do. Going through that tricky chicane. As we see Ryan and Josh gone there through there before last season when they collected each other. Well, more, Ryan collected Josh. So this was the end of Ryan's race in Canada. He was pretty poor there last time. But it seems like he's improved a bit today.
So it's like Sohab's decided to back out of his lap. Make sure he can go for one more.
Yeah, as we've got 1 minute left. Hitting that 1 minute mark.
I'm going to watch one of the Mercedes, because they're the closest, I think, to the line.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be Mercedes, Williams, and Red Bull, and Olav and Tom are going to be the last ones to the line and put an actual lap in, as everyone else is in the pits aren't going to be able to.
Yeah, everyone, fight me now, but currently up by a tenth and some change. Oh, and he spins it!
And Josh goes quicker to ninth.
Oh,
so fight me now, that his lap is done. So his fight for pole position is off. Oh no, that's a shame.
Sohab's just trying to put himself in the 10.9, I think, if not, try and take a little bit off. So he can move himself up a couple of positions. But Dylan and Arda out of the qualifying as well. Sohab up by a quarter of a second. Would be enough just about to put him on the back of Arda, and Dylan has come out again
I
for
think
some
the
reason.
Ferraris are going to be working together as Dylan has come out for his lap. He's not going to be able to do a lap, but maybe for the slipstream. And that's Ryan out of quali. He can't put in a quicker lap time whatsoever.
Yeah, and here comes Sohab. Down to the line, a 9,
Volcano
a
Master
10, a
keeps it
10,
absolutely
7.
clean.
He's beat Arda. He's beat Arda.
Yeah, it's an absolutely clean sector though by Volcano Master. It goes even quicker by the straight,
line
and
Callum goes
even
up to
better,
12.
he's going to get that slipstream off the other Mercedes.
Josh is invalidated. Looking through people's laps, Josh goes into the pit, so he's going to have 10th at the most. Olav to the line now, 9, 10, 11, 4. It's only enough for 13th. And
Volcano Master is very lucky. He has a teammate
Tano's not able to beat him.
It's a
And
1
there
minute
you go.
9.8. That is going to be the lap time set today. No one's going to be able to beat that unless
He's
Jesler
not able
somehow
to beat
manages
Tano.
to find a
He's
whole
only a
second
10th up,
and he invalidates
100 up,
anyway.
Yeah, he was only 100th up. He wasn't even going to move himself up a position, never mind. Yeah, only half a 10th up, so he wasn't even going to move himself all up.
And that's Elsie Albon quickly went onto him out as well as he doesn't
everyone
able
done?
to improve. Yeah.
That's the end of the qualifying. So Volcano Master and Fight Me Now, Mercedes 1-2.
I mean, Volcano
6
Master absolutely
tenths.
cleared it in quali today. I mean, he
6
did get a bit of that
tenths splitting
slipstream down that straight, which did help him a lot more. But he's absolutely cleared it. It was already a 10 foot without the slipstream.
But yeah, Mercedes continuing on their dominance. I've only watched 2 races this season, and they are very much showing everyone up at this point. Real question is, are they going to?
So on the front row, the Swede of Volcano Master takes pole position with Fight Me Now, clocking out the Mercedes front row with Tano P3 for the Williams. So it's a Mercedes engine-powered cars 1, 2, and 3, with Reed being P4, Jesler P5, Ryan P6, Dylan P7, and so Bits P8, and P9, P10 is going to be Arda and Josh. Not a great quality for Arda at all. Probably could have been higher.
Yeah, he was looking to try and take advantage of other people not racing. Try and put himself toward the front of the grid, not able to do it, and well, that's one that he's probably going to regret, trying to fight his way through the pack here.
Yeah.
Just looking at the Premier League scores while we have a moment.
Newcastle 3-0 at half time.
Yeah.
Longstaff, Wilson, and Almiron. Brighton 2-1 up still. Southampton 0-0. Bournemouth, Brentford 0-0.
And Chelsea 1-0.
Yeah.
So,
Oh God.
but yeah, we got 4 seconds until the start of this one.
Yeah.
So, predictions, how many people crash?
I'm gonna go with a low number today. I'm gonna go with 4 people crashing. So
You're
we'll
going
see
to go
the
with
top
4
30.
people.
Yeah.
So you'll say 30 fish. I'll go 11 to be kind.
11.
I think it might be one of those that if you finish, you get points today.
I think we could see that possibly. And there's no rain. It's not going to be like kind of the last season when we saw a wet to dry, then dry to wet again kind of race. It's going to be dry throughout, my guess is, as looking at the clouds. Canada was eventful last season, though, where we saw the fight between Logan and Hushrav. Won't see it today, though, as we are looking at all those tyre strategies. Only 1, 2, 3, 4 people have chosen the the first strategy on the board,
Okay.
which is the medium to hard, and everyone else has gone
Yeah.
for the longest strategy, hard to medium. So unless there's something I do not know about weather or anything, that comes to my eyes. But everyone seems to want to go long, or they're probably thinking safety car early.
Yeah, I would never start on the hards, purely because the early safety car
Yeah.
could potentially ruin your race entirely.
Oh, it's safety car. Like, say that.
Oh, someone spun!
That looks
There's a
like
Williams there.
Williams, yeah.
Tano's just gone donutting into a wall before the Wall of Champions.
As we see now, Volcano Master to line up for his #1 grid position, then his teammate right behind.
Can see.
It's Reed disqualified from the formation lap.
Yeah.
Seems like he didn't
If
get it
you-
right.
If you're gonna spin, I guess was a great time to spin.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get it out
As
of the way
now everyone is
before-
lined up, and it's lights out, and away we go. Oh, yeah, there we go.
No, we're gonna start that. That took a while.
That's a delayed
No one
start,
got
very
off, I
delayed.
gotta say.
And
No one
Fighting
got
now
off
seems like
there.
he got a better start, but not towards that
Well, here
Williams.
comes- yeah, I was about to say,
Turn
Tano
around
just started like a house
side.
on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Red Bull lost it. The
Ooh,
Red Bull
Reed
lost his car a
seems
little
like-
bit, lost a couple of positions as well.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yellow
seem
flag
like
at the back.
that's a Ferrari and a McLaren.
It's Callum.
It's Callum and Jesler coming together. I'm looking at the hard tyres. The hard tyres, you could do a two-stop on these. It's a medium to soft, hard, medium, soft. But we won't see
Oh,
that.
they're
That's a
gonna clear
car.
it. Sohab's in the wall.
That is Sohabs. Look, ghosting is on, so no one's going to get caught collected. But that was not good for Ardaz. He may have backed off a little and dropped down to 10th. That is not good for him at all. So McLaren 15th and 17th and Ferrari 16th. He's going to be fuming with that, but he's not out of the race yet. Remember, like Jesler, he thought he was out and done in that Australia race, but managed to get P3 due to penalty. So he's going to just have to keep it clean throughout the rest of it here.
Yeah. And you see gaps already starting to form. Bath Destroyer losing it to Dylan at the moment, and now get attacked by Naismith as well, as Naismith going to make that move on the inside of the final chicane, and gets it done pretty cleanly. Someone's gone into the pits already. I think that's
Ryan goes
Olaf
down
and
the
Sohab.
inside of Reed, and that moves. That moves him up.
Bath Destroyer leaving very little room for Naismith there on his way through in the first corner.
Yeah.
He gets the move done nonetheless, but a little bit of a push there to try and get himself through. He does so.
So far, obviously, McLaren not having the greatest of start. Neither has Olav, as he has boxed.
Reed and Rayan are going to go fighting. It looks like Rayan's going to hold that on for a moment in time. Those two are going to go too wide again, this time into the hairpin, and the inside line should benefit Reed.
Yeah, he's going to get the better exit. He's on the quicker compound He's on the quicker compound compared to everyone else in that top three and behind him. So well, you would have expected him to have the better start out of them lot, but it just seemed like he didn't have the better start and just lost the throttle a bit heading into turn 3 and 4. Which didn't help him at all.
Josh just got Arda. I'm not entirely sure what happened. Oh, Arda's in the pit.
And Arda's boxing. He has boxed off those hard tyres onto the mediums, unless he's got damage. It's the only way I can think of to box so early, and he is onto the medium tyre compound.
You can only assume that's damage related. Then, oh, someone else has gone. Naismith's gone round.
And Naismith has gone.
It looks like turn 3 or 4, I think that is.
Yeah, looking at turn 3 or 4.
At the start.
But he's not fully out. He's only lost 6 seconds. Always spun again. He's gonna have to take these next corners carefully if he wants to, have a chance and stay in.
Get those tyres back cooled down.
Yeah, back to normal temperatures. Tano losing more time to the Mercs, as that is Volcano Master going slightly wide. Might leave space for Fight Me Now down this long straight with DRS and DRS wide open. Volcano Master isn't going to bother to fight it at all.
It makes sense though. You know, if your teammates, why fight it? If your guy behind you is quicker, then you could use the guy behind to your own advantage. LG getting past Fast Destroyer.
Yeah,
That's the fastest
that's been
lap
a
so
great
far.
start from LZ, from starting from the back of the grid up to P7. These medium tyres are doing him well.
Also taking advantage of just everyone else having a complete and utter nightmare off the start. 4 or 5
Yeah,
guys at the back already having a pit or span.
Reed has
Although,
is going the time away from Rayan, only slightly though, but he can't seem to gain time on Tano to get that DRS that he would
no,
probably
Ryan's back
need.
in. Yellow flag is sector 3, someone's out!
That is so Hibs. And
Yeah,
Arda
in the
boxing
World
again.
Champions.
Yeah,
It's a safety car. It's a safety car.
this has done Arda some good because he's now managed to box again. It was damage related, and he's boxed again for the hard tyres. And this has done him good. I think the only reason why it's brought up the safety car so early is because of the way his car is on the track at the World Champions. That's definitely where it's done him in. I think that's the only reason why.
Yeah, when you're sideways on the start-finish straight. In real life, it probably would mean you'd come through the pit lane in the safety car, but
Yeah.
it would
We won't see
definitely bring up
anyone
the
box.
safety car regardless.
It's way too early to box and do the entire race on even the whole set for the medium runners to go on the hards now. So safety car, first 5 laps. I mean, nothing you can really do about it, to be honest, because how the car is. So that's Josh boxing for a new set of front wings and a new set of hard tyres. So he's going to have to go box again for those set of mediums if they're not dead already.
Softs on.
Yeah. I feel like he's going to put the softs on for this lap and then box again for the hards. Maybe.
Either that or he's just going to pray for another safety car in a short period of time.
Yeah.
Might be able to, well, if he can get a safety car around maybe, lap 13 or something, he should be
He's
in
not
with
the
a
only man
great
boxing
shout.
for softs.
Who's out in front then, between Jedler and Naismith? It looked like Jedler got out just about in front.
Yeah. Just about on that soft compound, and Olav is the other man that's set on softs. And they're going to come close, Arda and Olav. Ooh, yeah. So not a great start for Arda at all. Probably the worst start he could have this season, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a few people that we thought might have been up towards the front given the beginning of the end of last season are not there this time around. I think Jedler's the best example. Fluked his way to the top 3 at Australia because of penalties. But in fact, now he's going to need to slow down to overtake the safety car.
Yeah.
Don't want to risk a penalty now.
No. I mean, we'll only have this lap and next lap for the safety car because Olaf, Arda and Callum is going to have to all catch up. I think they're benefiting the most from the safety car, to be honest. As they were pretty much down and out of this race after boxing not once, but twice in the first set of the laps. But Arda can now be brought back into this race.
Yeah, some people already apologising for certain things in chat.
Yeah.
We're on lap 6 and one person's out already, so I think we're already like 3 or 4 times better than the average for what I've commentated on this league anyway. McLaren's not having a great day, currently last and second last.
Yeah.
One of them already DNFing.
I think this helped Naismith as well as this helps him the most. No, Sam, you won't be unbanned, so stop asking, mate. That's Callum. Callum seems like he's in the wall. I actually don't know what's happened there. Just this car stopped and the safety car's in the middle of in this lap. So, not a good day for McLaren whatsoever.
Right then. To say, yeah, the safety car's coming in this lap. Oh, Callum's out.
Yeah.
What's happened there? What did I miss? My headset went a little bit weird for a minute. We're starting back up. Oh, someone's gone! No, we're not starting back
That's
up!
Ryan.
Oh my god, there goes
That
Ryan
is
straight away.
Ryan into the wall. Everyone's going to have to seem to avoid it. We won't have another safety car because the safety car's just come
Too
in.
early. Yeah, too early for another safety car.
That race
But,
went from
oh
good
my
to
god.
worse straight away from Ryan on that restart. Whatever on earth happened? And that sees
Josh has gone
Josh.
as well!
I am right so far with my things. Again, too early for another safety car. Oh, I don't know what's happened there for Josh.
Okay.
It seems either went on the throttle too easy and too hard and, you know, spun it normally, or
maybe too early. There's a 3-second time penalty for
Tano. That's not good for him.
What's happened? If anything's happened here,
Tano allows him through.
Yeah, Reed and Dylan both going past Tano in the process. Yellow flag in sector 2 and 3 is an Alfa Romeo. Naismith put it round this side.
Yeah. Well, not a good restart for them at all.
I'd like to say explosive under the safety car.
But this allows Reed to be P3. He needs to be in a good position as he's going to be the only one out of these lot. So with Alziabo going to be boxing early as Elzie's straight in the bottom, watching these guys racing. Oh, there with a 3-second penalty. That's a great overtake by Tano. Right in the rear wing now of that Red Bull, hunting down for that podium again as he wants to clear a 3-second. He wants to clear a 3-second gap. Now Elzie's just going to take and watch this.
Jedler just got past Thomas in the back as well, as we see these people just tagging themselves onto the back of a train. I don't know if we can call it a train at the moment, but there is a train forming, especially through 3rd through 6th.
Yeah, Volcano Masters didn't seem like he benefited off that start as well, as he's dropped to 2 seconds to his teammate to fight him in Albot.
Oh,
LZ taking that 3-second penalty. Well, I feel like it's quicker than the people ahead of him, so I think there's nothing to worry about for him, as Jesler would need the box for off the soft compound as well as.
And Jedler just got in front of Bath Destroyer as we talk about that.
Yeah, but he's going to fight back himself. Down the straight.
Who's going to have that position into the chicane? That's the real question.
One of them is going to have to back out.
Yeah, it looked like Jedler's going to hold it. And Dylan's got 3 seconds, so Tano's 3-second penalty to complete waste of time now.
Yeah. So again, LZ, nothing to worry about for him as all of them have got penalties. So he's going to not lose any positions realistically. He's going to only lose it to Jesler and Tom, but he'll clear them easily, I reckon. Because obviously one's going to have to box considerably early.
Yeah. We've got a... It seems to have calmed down quite a lot since the safety car restart, where we lost 3 other people from the race. So got about 26 more laps for you to be right in terms of how many people have crashed. Yellow flag in sector 2 is a Red Bull.
That's Arda. That is Arda.
Yep, he's gone round. He luckily got round to the point where the wall isn't going to happen. Wall isn't going to affect him. Also, I'll have a Martin going at it. I'll have not able to get the move done, even though it's
a bit of a DRS train here. This looks a bit close for the liking here. But just see how much the Mercedes have cleared from 3rd. It's just amazing. Fight Me Now had the best restart you can have. A Volcano Master just not having the pace as he did in the first 2 laps of this race. I've always said quality pace is one thing and race pace is another.
Yeah, you do say that an awful lot, and God, people prove that you're right. Myself, whenever I drive, I'm not the greatest when it comes to race pace. Here comes LD and Jedler. Those two are going to go at it, and Jedler just shoved LD off the track.
Will he be needed to give him that position back? That's the question. Was he just ahead? Yeah.
Not entirely sure.
Yeah, he's going to have to.
It looked like he's giving it back, yeah. He's giving it back, and feel
that's
bad
gonna
for
make
that,
him...
considering... The only reason why he was off the track to begin with was because Jesler left him quite literally zero space.
Yeah. And it's left him in a bad position now because that drops him all the way down to P8.
Yeah.
From where he was. That's another
and
penalty.
He picks up another 3 seconds as well.
Well, he'll get one of those removed because obviously the main reason of that is being pushed off. But it seems like we're losing less of the DRS train now as it started to fade away. As Tano is still hunting down Reed. Reed will probably have to box within the next 5 laps or so off those medium tyres as they would look absolutely shattered by the time we'll get around to that mark.
Yeah. Oh, Tano losing his car a little bit there. It's opened the door for Dylan. And Tano just lost all semblance of traction through the second chicane. He's lucky enough to survive. That could have been a lot worse.
I've got to like this Ferrari partnership though. They seem like a very good, consistent team, the Ferraris. They seem better than they were last year, where they were less consistent and gathered less points. But Dylan seems like he looked better than he did in, Austria, Japan, for last time we saw him. That's a 3-second penalty though, for Feynman now, so that opens the gap for Volcano Master. Yeah, Volcano.
That brings Volcano back into this race. Reed's way too far back for him to be.
1 second gap, so he's going to have to try and somewhat find a gap, pick up the pace to find it. It's 4 seconds separating him and the leader.
Yeah, Tano and Dylan are going at it, by the way.
Yeah, Tano feels a bit under pressure here from Dylan as he gets another 3-second penalty.
Yeah, that's going to be enough to take him behind Dylan and Jesler at the very least.
Yeah, Jesler's doing well to gain all the time back on his teammates, who's P5, and looking like to fight for P4. As well as P3 might be off the card today for the
never
Ferrari
mind,
team.
Jesler picked up 3 seconds as well.
Yeah. This does make battle for P4 a bit more interesting, though. I can't say.
Because Tano got 3 seconds, and it's a case of who can and can't hold their nerve now.
And there goes LZ going round side by side.
He's still got a good shot here. Slightly aggressive in trying to get Bath's position off of him. He's going to get DRS as well. It looked like he's going to have position on Bath as well. Oh, yellow flag in the background. Olaf's gone.
Yeah, it's Mr. Andre. Not good for him. But he's still within it.
What's his front wing looking like? Still looking a little fine. Maybe a little bit damage on that side where it drops a little bit lower. I think he might have just avoided something devastating. Also, Aston Martin just had a absolute nightmare through the third corner. Getting a good camera angle of the battle between the Williams and the 2 Ferraris, and also that battle tacked Reed in front of them on it now. It's one of those where penalties is going to help Reed out, but it doesn't look like he's going anywhere near the pace of Volcano Master or Fight Me Now Bot, who are considerably in the distance at this point.
And Volcano Master seems like he's picked up the pace more and more as he's gaining more time on his teammates. Yeah, Naismith.
And Arda go get it. Well, we should see Arda get that position before the World Champions. Yeah,
which he does.
Now he's got to chase down Olaf, who has a... not sure if he has damage. One side of his wing seems to be dropping a little bit lower than the other, but I'm not entirely sure if that's just by design.
Tano getting back into that DRS region, then those mediums seem like they're dropping off more and more. And if you were Ferrari, would you make Jez the switch with Dylan and see if they can, what those softs can do in getting past Tano, possibly?
I don't think I would, purely because Jesler doesn't seem to be closing in on his teammate at the moment. He's stuck around 8 tenths regardless, so Those soft tyres don't seem to be holding up anywhere near as well, and it might be time for Jedler to come off them onto the hard tyre as well.
Yeah, okay. It's interesting to see then.
You can
And I'm
see, look, as
surprised
you
he
go
did.
further on, he's losing more time than he is gaining. He's now
Yeah,
lost an entire temp on Dylan in the last sector.
that's true. He's getting carried along by this DRS. He's helping
Yellow
more.
flag!
That's Elsie Elbow into from the wall
Yep.
of champions. That's a safety car, and that does benefit one driver, and that is on the soft compound is Chesler, and probably benefits
Yeah.
Reed as well. Benefits
It's probably
everyone.
a benefit to Olav and Ko at the back as well, who's able to pit right now before having to go without any delta of any sort. So they probably save a little bit of time here. So mediums for Arda, mediums for Naismith. I don't know if you're going to be able to go, what, effectively 19 laps plus a safety car on medium tyres, but I guess that's something to take into account later on. Jedler well and truly will pit, and I'm pretty sure that it's license for Reed to pit here as well. Which probably means the other two in front might have to pit. Might be forced into it. Ah, the Mercedes going into pit. The Mercedes, the first of them are. So Fight Me Now is coming in, and so is Volcano. So they're both going onto the medium tyre.
Yeah, but not forget one has.
Oh, drive-through, speeded under the safety car of Reed, and that's
Dylan.
game. No,
Was that Dylan who got the penalty? That was for Dylan.
Dylan got a penalty.
It was for Dylan,
Yeah,
yes.
so did
and
Reed.
Reed.
So did Reed.
Oh no, indeed. That's gonna be his race. Done for. As before,
Yeah.
this Mercedes double stack is not gonna help him whatsoever. But it's helped him more, if anything. That overdrive of the only person who probably would stand in the way of a Mercedes 1-2.
Was the Red Bull of Reed, and well, now he had a colossal fuck up in the pits.
Absolutely.
And I guess he just tried to get in front of that 10-second warning you get for driving too fast. But you're not gonna be able to catch that delta, that's for sure. You're not gonna be able to catch it sleeping.
Reed is fuming that he's got to drive through. That doesn't have it all. So at the moment, Bath Destroyer is on for P3 finish, P2, which is considerably. Yeah, P3 finish so far.
Fight Me Now has got to get a move on when his safety car does eventually come back in.
And on the other end, footballing news, Liverpool are going 3-2 up against Brighton of Albion. 3-2 up, Liverpool. Everton are winning 2-1, Newcastle 4-0, and Palace 1-1.
Oh, that safety car will be one more lap before, so we'll go, what, maybe lap 18?
We'll see at lap 18. Well, lap 17 initially go in, but lap 18 is when we do the full lap. This makes it more interesting, these penalties now.
Apart from the fact that literally every person has got them, so it will eventually just deter the rest of the penalties from actually meaning anything soon enough. But if you can keep it clean, then you should be able to jump a number of places. Bear in mind that Dylan and Reed, as soon as the safety car comes in, will probably follow it and disturb their drive-throughs. I know I would anyway. And that would obviously mean Jedler and Bath Destroy move up to, what, 4th and 5th respectively. And I think the biggest winner out of all this has to be Volcano Master, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. He's on the fresh pair of medium. Well, everyone's on the fresh pair of mediums except for Reed's on the hards. But he's going to have to do the drive-through. So he's going to have to pray for one more safety car if he wants to be brought back into this race.
Yeah, I don't think his race is over if he doesn't get that safety car.
Yeah, safety car is within this lap.
As we expected. And, well, 12 left Your 13 left on the race is already out of
Question.
out of the realm of being right.
Yeah. I mean, okay, this is the question now. Well, do Mercedes play the team game? Do they leave Fight Me Now in front? Make Volcano Master not be as quickly as possible, go as full pace, get that 3-second gap and let Fight Me Now go for the win, or get Volcano Master go for the win with that 3-second penalty of his and leave his teammates in the dust. It's a hard one for Mercedes.
Just let them fight. I think they just simply also Volcano Master has been left. So he'd be caught sleeping so much off that safety car restart.
Yeah.
1.1 second off the start. So I guess that does actually eliminate Fight Me Now dropping any further than second.
Getting confirmation off the Mercedes TV from Omar in the comments. They both will push. So that comes from him. Yeah, so this should be interesting now.
Which is just a case of letting them fight. Whoever the best man on the day wins. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
And, well, you've got... Oh, Volcano Man, as soon as we talk about it, there's the level playing field, and that's advantage straight back in the hands of Fight Me Now bot.
Right, advantage now for Fight Me Now, the Mercedes team. This is reminding me a bit of the Nico Hamilton old days with these two.
There's a little bit of a collision there between Dylan and Tano.
Yeah. Dylan wanted to get in front of him as quickly as he can, as he's burnt all his ERS on this lap. They get past Tano, but it doesn't matter anyway, because Tano was going to go for it as Dylan served this drive through. Now, so does Reed.
Well. And there's 3
Bash
seconds
Destroyer
for
getting the penalty. That could have moved them up right up to P3.
The only person left without a penalty on the grid
is Olav.
But
who is 3 seconds behind everyone else on the grid. That doesn't help him whatsoever.
Another safety car and Olav would be cheering his way down the fucking final straight.
He'd be going safety car every lap. Well, never mind, Reed isn't the only man now without a penalty. Second man without the penalty then.
Bearing in mind, Reed just did a drive-through, so that was a penalty, didn't it? So
yeah, true that.
And it looked like Fight Me Now bot might have just picked up another warning going through that chicane, maybe a little bit too deep, and also 2 seconds clear of Volcano Master. And it's very clear that if you put Fight Me Now bot in clear air, you aren't stopping him.
This could be back-to-back podiums here for Jesla. I'm looking at the penalties. Tana has 6 seconds. Jesla has 3. So if you can save a bit of 3-second gap on these fresh pair of mediums now, he could go all the way. He can take his second podium of the season here.
There is a drive-through for Dylan and for Reed, and Olav is still being chased down by both of them.
And gets overtaken by both of them. We're gonna hunt down Naismith. Points are still on for him. Not over completely yet for the both.
For Martin. We still could have the ability to have another safety car or a couple of people crash out and points be available that way for top 10.
Yeah.
I said 11 to be generous. That would still mean one person's going to crash in the next 15 laps.
We know how consistent Olav is. We need people to go side by side and everything for this to go PB11. We're not seeing much of that. We're only going to see it from Jesla and Tano most probably likely.
And those in the middle, Bath Destroyer down through Arda.
Omar back in the comments going team orders to keep Tano in DRS to stay ahead of Jesla. But that's not going to really help him as much as possible, is it? Because that DRS train is not going to help him whatsoever. That's going to drop him down all the way to, we're looking at 6th. So it's not going to help him as much.
So I think Jedler's on him charge now. I don't think they're stopping him.
No, and we're not forgetting about Jedler's he's
probably another 3 seconds.
That's advantage back to
Jedler just got 3 seconds as well.
Oh, this race is just getting more interesting as we go on. As Bath's Destroyer is not going to be in that P4, so it's all on for P3 and P2 then, and P1.
It looks like Martin's going to be able to hold off Arda a little bit here. No, he backs out instead. I'm not sure if I would have backed out if I was Martin, considering I would have been in front and I would have been on the inside line. That would have been Arda's job to get out the way.
So we'll look back at the penalty. So it's 6 seconds for Tano, Jesla, and Fight Me Now. So again, the advantages go back to Volcano Master.
And that's 3 seconds for Tomo to the in midfield as well. So most of everyone that had a penalty has got 6 seconds worth of penalties now. So Bath Destroyer needs to get within 3 seconds of Jedler to overtake him.
Absolutely.
Volcano needs to stick within the 3 seconds of Fight Me Now with 14 laps left of the race. And you've got a couple of people, Naismith taking advantage of a multiple 3 seconds, multiple 6 seconds.
Jesler's getting more and more on Tano. 3 times is the gap. Well, then 3 seconds for Dylan.
Yeah, Jesler is charging that gap. That gap is extending back now between Fight Me Now and Volcano, who are seemingly going up full throttle, trying to create themselves as much of a gap as physically possible now. And you know, you've got guys in this race that are competitive, that only want to win, so
yeah,
team orders might not be things that can be in play for certain teams here. You've got Jesler closing in every so often, but not able to do an awful lot. Also, they've got very dull very quickly.
Yeah,
it might be the case that some rain comes later on.
It's looking like the case, because those crowds are looking more
Jesler's
and more.
Gonna get in front.
Yeah, it's good for Jesler as he's now. Oh, Tano, great save! As I just saw his car slip and slide through the wall of champions. Those clouds in the background, though, they look like they're getting closer and closer. Possibly more rain.
Well, that's another 3 seconds for
possibly
Dylan.
Rain.
It's just racking them up. Olaf currently 17 seconds, 15 seconds off the back.
He just does not have the pace. He just does not have the pace.
No, he's doing something wrong that he wasn't doing last season. I'm not entirely sure what it is.
Yeah.
But it looks like Arda's going to try and chase down Bath Destroyer here. It's not going to help him. He's got to clear 3 seconds after that. With Bath Destroyer 8 seconds off of Tano. As Tano seems to be in the clear now. Nothing really can happen here. 1.9 seconds, almost up to the 2 second gap between Fight Me Now bot and Volcano Master. As we head into the final, 12 laps of the race. They're going to go through the wall of champions now, and it's a case of who makes mistakes, who doesn't make mistakes. Martin and Thomas are going at it. The Aston Martin not able to do an awful lot to defend from the Haas, who takes 7th position. Tano still within arm's length of Jedler as well, and he's going to actually take that back. What happened to Jedler? The gate's not going to take me to Jedler right now. We are in fact going to have a look at that battle. Jedler currently set 8 tenths behind Tano. Jedler must have had a really, really bad corner for that to have unfolded as it did. Bear in mind, Jedler doesn't have the penalty advantage over Tano anymore. So Tano currently sitting himself on that bottom step of the podium. The gap also at the front not extending enough for Fight Me Now bot, but he has got it to 2.1 seconds. Naismith now gets in front of Thomas, just flying down the order. Reed's going to jump a couple of places here after penalties. That's almost 6 seconds. He's going to jump. Oh, there's 3 more seconds for Volcano. And as we were going along, it was trudging along, and Fight Me Now bot had to actually push to get the gap. He no longer has to do anything but win the race himself. So Fight Me Now 6 seconds, Volcano 6 seconds, Undertaker Dylan. Oh, Fight Me Now has got 3 more seconds. Yellow flag, and it's in the pits, but Tomo's out the session. So that's another DNF. Olaf move up to 11th. Penalties currently sits themselves 9 seconds for Tano, 9 seconds for Fight Me Now bot. Fight Me Now bot, every single time he gets the reprieve, makes the mistake again and forces himself to have to actually do something. And Tano also losing out quite clearly to to Jedler at the moment. The 3 seconds is the 3 seconds extra Tano has compared to Jedler's going to jump Jedler onto the bottom step of that podium. Bath Destroyer 11 seconds back, 6 seconds behind. 6 seconds extra with the penalties. You come back and penalties are all over the place again.
Yeah,
Volcano got one and then Fight Me Now got another. So we're back to where we started. That's 2.3 seconds down. Fight Me Now is opening up the gap. Tano got 9 seconds. And
Tano looks like he got a poor exit out of turn 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So this could be Jesler's advantage round here.
Here comes Ardo and Bath Destroyer. Ardo's going to get that position.
Well, Bath Destroyer's going to fly
down the inside.
Back. Nice
Tano's
clean.
spun it.
That's Tano off track. So that's Jesler back into the podium positions.
It might open the door for Arda and Bath Destroyer later on. Naismith gets another 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And Arda does well to actually hold off Bath Destroyer, getting that position back.
And Reed looks like they're setting it down on Dylan. And Dylan looks like they're setting down Naismith. But the Naismith is defending of Dylan with all his might.
We're at 11 left. Olaf onto soft tyres now. And praying for a safety car, because any sort of safety car, and I think he jumps to second.
That's Reed and Dylan getting past Naismith for P9 and 8th.
Yeah.
That's the only battle we had interesting to watch then, with Jesler and Tano. Yeah. And it's Mercedes lucky numbers. Which one of them is going to get the better out of them? Naismith going and doing a drag race with Reed down to the Wall of Champions. And as Reed is going to have to try his best to do something to get past Dylan, who's used all his DRS. So he's at a bit of a disadvantage here.
Fight Me Now is running out of laps, by the way. His gap seems stuck between 2.2 and 2.3 seconds.
Yeah.
He is well and truly running out of laps.
That's Olaf now officially getting lapped.
And now even a safety car won't help Olaf.
No, it will not.
That's effectively the end of his race. The only thing you can hope for now is for someone else to crash before the lap 34. Oh, and then someone got round! Arda's got round!
That is Arda spinning. He's managed to do the full 360 though and keep himself out of the walls, but Jesus.
He dropped himself to the back of everyone not named Olaf. Volcano 2.6 seconds behind Fight Me Now, but that gap is only increasing. And
Olaf's in AI apparently, which you're not allowed to do, Olaf. So that's a DSQ, mate. So unlucky. Not like a P11 anyway.
Volcano into the wall. Volcano has just lost part of its front wing.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! That is not good for the Mercedes at all. I can.
He just slid. He slid and whacked that wall pretty hard. He's lucky that he's actually still in the race.
Absolutely. I mean, this allows Jesler to be P2. I expect.
Well, it's well and truly game over now. Fight Me Now is winning this race.
Yeah, I expected a Omar type of what's his name, Toto Wolff reaction there after seeing that, because that's ruined the perfect Mercedes race. That would have been a second 1-2 in a row, unless he's going to carry on with this damage.
Could, in fact, be it's 4.4 seconds, so it could in fact be 1-2. 7 laps with at least an orange front wing, because there's no end plate on that wing whatsoever. Also a fight going on in the back.
You can see Tano's gaining
Dylan
time more and more
Martin.
we go on. Reed gets past Dylan.
Reed up to 6th. Yep, Reed's up to 6th. He's got no penalties, remember, so he's going to get Bath Destroyer as well.
Yeah.
And the fight back has been pretty evident. 9 seconds for Tano, and well, Reed would have to get a very quick move on for that to happen. It isn't out of reach realistically.
No, he's not.
Oh, there's another 3 seconds from Martin, so Dylan's gonna have no real problem behind him now. Bath Destroyer is losing out time quite rapidly here, and Reed is flying. It's also Jedler's gained about half second in a lap at the moment on Volcano Master, which would not be enough to overtake him. He's hoping that Volcano Master picks up another 3 seconds worth of penalties.
Yeah.
But fight me now, boy. Oh, there goes Dylan down the inside of Reed and just completely shunts him. He has given that place up, but that was incredibly aggressive. We saw it last week from Dylan that maybe some of the moves when it comes to defending and overtaking are aggressive in nature, and Reed's just got past Bath Destroyer in the process.
Yeah.
We saw it there again. And here comes Dylan on Bath Destroyer now. Bath Destroyer's not going to really care, knowing he's going to be having all these positions regardless. Oh, someone's gone deep. And I think that's Dylan and
defending it
Bath
off
Destroyer.
well off Dylan. But Dylan seems like he's got the better exit around the outside of turn 3 and 4.
He's going to have he's
going to have to back out of it.
Volcano Master gets another 3 seconds. And
oh lordy Geordie, not good for him whatsoever.
No,
as that's 9 seconds of pens. Tana now needs to find 7 attempts for the next 5 laps. But I had from Omar telling me Chesla's 1 warning away from getting a penalty himself. So he has to keep it clean.
Oh, Dylan gets another 3 seconds, up to 12 seconds now. As any shot he had of ending anywhere decent in this race has been completely dismantled by him shooting himself in the foot quite thoroughly with those penalties. Reed, 5 seconds is where Reed needs to catch up.
Yeah.
He has 4 laps.
I think it's possible for Reed, as he's going to be on the last longer tyre wear out of everyone here. I think it's possible. He's quick as well, but not to forget, he's managed to find his way back into this race purely based on skill compared to the rest. So has Dylan, to be fair. Dylan has done amazing for both of these two having to the drive-throughs, which ruined their races sadly.
Well, someone decided that they wanted to squeal their car down my street there. Oh, that might be a safety car. That's a safety car.
Surely it's going to have to be.
Yeah, that's the yellow car. That's a safety car. Dylan straight into the wall.
Oh, he was doing so well getting back into this race. And it's going to be an all fight. Boxes.
Can I just say this?
Yeah.
Reed is in the lead of this race.
Oh yeah, he is, because everyone else has penalties and everyone's boxing. Volcano Master's going to get held up, change of front wing, change of tyres. Wow. This is not done him good whatsoever. Reed doesn't get another drive-through, luckily, so yeah, Reed's going to come in.
Bath Destroyer stay for Martin, as you spoke it into existence.
So Bath Destroyer's going to not box, so he's going to go ahead of Volcano Master.
Olav's going to get a point, the top 10 point.
The two Williams, we're about to go side by side, right there. Now, if you were Tano, would you play it's not your team, but the same engine power team and the sister team theoretically in this league of the Mercedes?
I think you'd have to play the team game anyway, because when you're seeing what's going on, bearing in mind the safety car still had a lap, it'll come in on lap 33.
Reed's gonna have to gain all the way the time.
But if I'm Tano, I sit in front of Reed and open a 3 second gap between Reed and Bath Destroyer, because if that happens, then Bath Destroyer could win this race, bearing in mind if he keeps within 3 seconds of Jedler.
Yeah. And it also would help the Mercedes, it will help the Ferraris, the Mercedes, as well as if it can hold the seconds of gaps. I mean, he's on
I think it's a lost cause for the Mercedes at this point. Both have 9 seconds, and I don't see a way with what will be maybe 2 laps of racing tops, a way where they open up that much of a gap.
As we head on to lap 33, 2 laps of racing, they're not going to find 9 seconds all the way from Reed without not.
So
gonna go to the gap to the leader. He's already 2 seconds away from the leader.
If I'm Tano, I back Reed as far back as I physically can.
Yeah. That's also, if I was Tano, I'd say, you know what? I'm gonna help the Mercedes. I'm gonna help my teammate. But hold up Reed as best as he can. That's his only option at this point.
Yeah.
He's on the soft tyre.
He's either going to get the podium. He can't really do an awful lot himself here. But if he can hold Reed up, he might give his teammate, first and foremost, his teammate, the chance of winning this race.
Yeah, I mean, his teammate is on all the set mediums. He is the only one who hasn't even boxed yet. So Tano is the only one who's going to be able to keep Reed on the equal terms of pace of the tyre.
It's just a case of whether or not Bath can destroy it, and for 2 laps can stay within 3 seconds of Jedler. If he can stay within 3 seconds of Jedler, I'm pretty sure that would mean he'd be within 6 seconds of the 2 Mercedes and probably win with a right shot of winning this race.
So 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go.
Reed could do it.
Reed 3 seconds away from the leader. Fight Me Now needs to find the most incredible amount of pace. Jesler needs to find some pace. Volcano Master needs to find some pace. Tano needs to do a Perez or Alonso to hold the Reed as lot as he can. Omar telling me in the chat, lots of team orders happening here for those teams. That he's going to want the team orders to happen at this point if he wants Mercedes to stand a chance of keeping this first place finish.
Go. We're off.
And we're off. Slow start for Reed.
In fact, Tano has already had his start. He created a little bit of a gap, but he's also not held Reed off.
No, but he's defending him well
just about done enough of a job. We go with 2 laps left of this race, and all this is going to be is how long can Tano hold Reed back?
Yeah. As we can see, Tano's doing exactly what we were saying. Is Reed going to send it down the inside? Either a bit of a contact made. He's gone round. Oh, this is close. This is really close. Who's going to get the better exit? Yeah, it's going to be pure pace. Whoever's got the better pace.
On the inside there,
Tano is doing his best.
The rest of the
3 seconds of gap to the leader for Reed. He needs to get past Tano if he wants to stand any chance of winning this race. He goes round the hairpin, which he does. Tano not going to get the switch back. Oh, Tano tried his best. It's not his absolute best though. Oh,
he even had to use the curb on the chicane beforehand to even stand a chance.
Yeah, and Reed, all he has to do now is keep it where he is. Will Bath Destroyer hold him up though? That is the question. Can the Williams hold him up for 1 more lap for him? Oh my, this has got all exciting very, very quickly.
Yeah, Tano's got to get back in front. Otherwise, Bath Destroyer's in trouble here.
Yeah.
Unless Reed puts it in the bin. That could also happen. Fight Me Now's not been able to get anywhere near the 3 second gap that he needs.
4 seconds is falling. He's falling away for Reed ever so more. Bath Destroyer holding Reed up again. It's the 2 Williams doing the job.
Gonna get in front.
A bit of contact. Bath Destroyer is using all the curb. He's hitting to Reed numerous times. I don't think that is going to be allowed. And the stewards will look into that because that is...
Yeah, I think he is, but he's got allowed for Tano to get back in front, and now Tano has to back him up as
this lap,
much as physically possible. But I
6.5 gap is now it. Tano hitting into him again. The Williams is just doing... Nah, Jesler's got 9 seconds, I'm pretty sure.
Jedler's got 6 seconds.
6 seconds.
Got 6 seconds. It's Jedler's race.
7 seconds. 7 seconds is the gap for Reed now. He's going to get past Tano to the Wall of Champions. As Fight Me Now would go over the line to win the race theoretically. Jesler wins the race on pens. Is Reed going to do it though? Is Reed going to get the race win? Yes, he does! And Reed has done it. Even though the job of the Mercedes, he's done it. And Jesler gets that P2 finish. It's Mercedes' day has gone... Oh. He's got a P4.
Hasn't even got a podium in the end after all that.
Oh my lord, and oh my, that has been one hell of a race towards the end.
The Williams have done every single thing in the book to try and stop Reed from winning that race, and it still did not work.
And it didn't pay off. It didn't pay off. Reed wins the Canadian Grand Prix. Wow, 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 wow. What a race towards the end.
I thought Jeddah might have had it. I thought Jeddah might have had something for it then. But Jeddah, again, beneficiary of it, of penalties galore, and on the podium as a result of it. But Reed, on the top step after, well, a drive-through that nearly screwed his entire race up just to be saved by a late safety car, and then almost screwed by the Williams. So,
wow, that's a very close race.
2 laps at the end. Jesus Christ. The Williams not able to capitalise. The Mercedes screwed by the Ferrari late safety car.
What a last lap. What a last lap. I mean, I've got to give it out to Tano, though. He tried his absolute hardest to to defend Reed as best he can. He tried it. I mean, he did it well. I mean, he made Reed to go from 2 seconds to 7 seconds to the line. It's just, I think one more lap, then it wouldn't be possible for Reed to win it. But wow.
It was just, Bath Destroyer just did not have the pace on those medium tyres, and it kind of killed any chance of anyone else winning.
Yeah.
It was penalties galore. Olav gets 7th in the end.
How has this man managed to go from 15 seconds behind you to get it lapped to P7? It is beyond me. Mr. Consistent, Mr. Shit and Mr. Consistent as well as together. I've got to say it. I've got to say it. I mean, those last 2 laps were enjoyable to watch. Oh, good race though. Very good race.
That was all over the place.
Yeah.
At the end of that race, it wasn't that entertaining until that last safety car, and I can't help but feel incredibly sorry for Fight Me Now and Volcano, who
they
were definitely screwed by that safety car.
They put up one of the best defensives they can, but it just wasn't enough for him. Just wasn't enough. Penalties just kept happening, and that's what happens when penalties happen. You're not keeping it clean, to be honest.
Yeah. I guess that's something for them to learn from in the future.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
But that was just crazy.
It's very thrilling to watch. It's 3-3 ended at the Liverpool game. Trossard hat-trick. Jesus Christ. That's a team of the week.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Conor Gallagher scores against his old team, Palace, to make it 2-1. But yeah, well, thank you for tuning in at Canada. I won't be here next week, as I am away for a birthday trip. So, I'll miss... What's the next track?
Yep, you'll be stuck with me next week.
I think they will prefer you over me anyway. It's Miami next week, so I won't be here for Miami, but I'll be back for Imola and the rest of the races until I, again, go off on holiday. So, we'll see you guys. I'll see you guys at Imola in 2 weeks, and DJ will see you in Miami next week.
Next Saturday. In a bit.
So, Auf Wiedersehen, people.